Hi everyone, it's BDevine and welcome to Divine Miracles and the guidance for the month of October. And this month is a special month. There's many things happening. We start off with a full moon on Friday, so that's going to be awesome. And we are working with the angel of small miracles this month, the angel Bariel. And I do have some information that I've written out, obviously, on my website with a channeled message. But I will go through some bits and pieces from that today. And hopefully we'll get a lot of information coming through. This is also known, Bariel is also known as a wise angel, the wise one. So we are increasing our knowledge again for this month. Remember last month we had the angel Zuriel, and Zuriel is one of the angels of knowledge as well. So we're increasing this knowledge coming through, and we're opening ourselves up to all that we can be. And you'll probably see a lot more of me in the coming year too. I do plan on doing some really big conferences and conventions and things, wanting to bring special messages to all of you out there who are reaching for your spirituality, who are opening up to healing, and perhaps bring you some new information that you haven't heard before and help you to get started on your way with your business, or maybe just increase things if that's what you're doing too. But I want to do these on larger scales, so look out for that. And can you please let me know where you are in Australia, because I'm going to start organising these things really soon. Also, I hope then from there to be able to go to the United States and do some seminars and workshops there for you all as well. So one thing has to sort of fund the next thing. So hopefully it'll all start kicking off, because something major is happening for us all, and we all really do need to stick together. So I'm really looking forward to just teaching everything that I can and being out there with you all, because that is my life mission, as you know. So I've written some things, and I've got my iPad in front of me. Sorry, it's a bit rude to look down, but I don't want to miss any of the information here as we move through. So this month we're working with Bariel, as I said, and he works with the element of water, also overseeing Scorpio star signs, and the color is brown and red. And he works with us also within our base chakra as well. And it's really important that our base chakra is clear and working well, because when it's not, we feel really lethargic, we feel fatigued, we have all the adrenal problems. You know, we start getting into those stress levels because the body is not, you know, the part of our physical body is not sitting in, like our spiritual body is out of our physical body. And you know, we need to ground ourselves really well, working with the angel Bariel to help us too. Otherwise you're often out in space, and you know, you need to come back down to earth so your body can function properly. So you can ask Bariel with that, for help with that. But I want to read to you a little bit about Bariel here and the message that he's bringing forward for the month. Remember, this is just guidance, you know, trying to help you in the best way that I can. If you don't believe in angels, that's totally cool, but we're using the energy of wisdom and the energy of small miracles. So if you want to take the angel word out and focus on energy, that's perfect. Okay, so we are continuing to boost our knowledge and get to know exactly what we've come here to do, with added healing as our pathway begins to open up for us. Oftentimes we experience flashbacks as old memories rise to the surface and dreams take on whole new meaning. These flashbacks are there to rise up into our consciousness so that we can release as much as we can to have a clear pathway into the future. And you can ask Raphael or Bariel to be there in your future and clearing the way to make it easy for you. I think that's awesome, to send the angels into the future and clear that pathway for us. You may also have been receiving a lot of information lately. It could be hard to work out exactly what the universe is telling you. So writing and recording your experiences this month will help you greatly. And that's what's happened to me with this big wanting to be out to a larger audience now. There's so many things that I need to share, and I want to do it where the energy is completely right, where we're all focusing on the same thing, because we can do some really powerful stuff in that way. Okay. Burial also brings in energy of small miracles, so ask for assistance with expectation of the best happening for you, and as you do this, you allow the miracles to happen faster for you. There may be loss this month on a personal or professional level, but this will quickly turn into gains and understanding of what needs to release for the new to begin. And that is why I'm a little bit late actually with this month's guidance, because a dear friend of mine is in the stages of passing away now. He saved me when I was young with my kids. He's been a friend of mine for a really, really long time, and I looked at him like my father, and he suddenly took ill over the weekend, and he's actually quite a long distance from me, so I haven't been able to get there. So it's been really, really hard for me over the last couple of days. So I thought, while I've got a little bit of a break from crying and being silly, I will make this video for you all. So I do know what it's like to be going through things that you can't control, and you feel like everything's just crumbling down around you too. But it's saying here, you're being given upgrades to your abilities, and prophetic visions may also take place more now. You may also wish to seek out like-minded people, as the old ways are clearing for you, and perhaps the interest in the past way of doing things is no longer important. We all know this is going on. It may also surprise you how easy this can be. We're all going through very fast changes, which can feel like you're going around and around in circles. So be sure that you're talking to the angels and burial and writing down your experiences to look back on. A great sense of love and healing also flow this month, and exciting get-togethers, perhaps last-minute travel, can also take place. Be ready for massive unfoldment in the world this month, with many problems in your life disappearing as you rise up to new levels of awareness and knowledge that this brings. This is not a good time to procrastinate about your dreams and goals, so start putting your true wants and needs into action, just little bits to start with, then let it begin to flow. So I knew that I have to do things on a larger scale and just go for it now, not knowing exactly how it's going to happen. But all I know is I've got the message and I'm wanting to be in service. So I'm expecting everything to unravel for me. That doesn't mean I just sit back and do nothing. I'll have to prepare things. I'll have to focus my intentions. I'll have to be having an expectation of success for whatever it is that I want to do, and then allowing the energy to work with me. So these are the things that we need to do now. We need to stop procrastinating, because the more of us that are actually awake and starting to be aware of the energies around us, the more the negative side wants to try to shut us down, and the more the negative side of pretending to be light as well, and doing all their thing, and pretending, and at the same time just doing really bad things behind the scenes. So we've got to be really, really careful that we're going with our first instinct when we see someone or when we work with someone. That very first instinct is so important, because oftentimes we've learnt that if we just listened to that and looked at the red flag, we wouldn't get ourselves into such a bad state at all. So some crystals that you might want to work with this month are jade, coral, rose quartz, lepidolite, tourmaline, and the quartz family. And one that I've been working with a lot lately is black kyanite. This is helping to ground, also at the same time opening up the psychic vision as well. Essential oils, lemon, orange, cinnamon, juniper, and ylang ylang. And incense, natural incense, myrrh, and cinnamon, which is really nice. Okay, so the key points: deep wisdom, endings and beginnings, miracles, healing from the past, creation, attunements to knowledge, and spiritual practices and manifestation. Now we'll just try to ignore any noise that's outside, because it is a really, really hot day today, and people are coming in and out and doing all kinds of things outside. It's like as soon as they see the sunshine, everyone gets their lawnmower out, that that kind of thing. Okay, so the deep wisdom, we've spoken about the endings and beginnings, also about, certain friendships, perhaps people that you have known a really long time, or maybe it's real loss, like losing people that we really love, while they transition to the other side of the veil. And it's trying to stay in that state of happiness for them while that happens, and even though we're really sad within ourselves, trying to be seeing the bigger picture that they're transitioning into a much freer, much lighter body, and more in embodiment with them, their whole entire self. And as I said, we've got the neighbours next door, so that's cool, as long as they're not looking in my window. And going through all these things. And I think whenever we lose people or we go through grief, we always think, I should have called them more, I should have been there more, I should have done this, I should have done that. And there's just no time for any of that, or there's no time to beat yourself up or continue to do that. It is what it is. And we are going to lose people throughout our lifetime. So that's why we need to live life to the fullest and do what we really have come here to do. So there's sort of nothing, like no regrets. And also speak to people if you've been meaning to do that. Don't leave it too long, because that was something that I did. I'd been meaning to speak to my dear friend and hadn't been able to. And that's just the way things are. But luckily I got to speak to him while he was still able to speak. And sadly now he's in those last stages. They've turned machines off and all that kind of thing. I don't want to go there too much because I'll probably get upset. Okay, so the endings and the beginnings, big parts of our life. The miracles happening. And people believe that a miracle will happen to you, but it actually happens with your energy. So if your energy is focused on something changing without putting a limit on it, so perhaps not saying, I really want this miracle and naming what you think it is, just being open to this or something better, or maybe just saying I'm open to whatever comes my way, whatever situation is going to make it better, whatever is going to uplift me, whatever is going to bring me into the abundance that I'm seeking. Try to be careful about the words, because your words are so creative, and you create things all the time with what you're saying as well. We're doing a lot of healing from the past too. I hope I'm not going to lose my computer. Sorry everybody. We're doing a lot of healing from the past situations, past people, past feelings, and trying to resolve a lot of hurts that we've had. Things that sometimes come up as flashbacks, which is what we were talking about here. Suddenly you get a flashback to something, you're like, where did this come from? Let it come up and out. Let it lift up inside you and leave you. Don't go, oh, I need to squash that back away. Just let those things come up. They're coming up for a reason. There may be all kinds of strange things that come up, all kinds of strange feelings and memories, people, situations, feelings of being hurt, like if someone stole everything of yours, or you had a horrible breakup or something like that, or there's cheating, or there's all this going on. Sometimes it will come back as something that you need to heal within yourself. When there's no emotion there anymore, when you think of someone or a situation or whatever it is for you, when there's no emotion there anymore, you know that you've done a whole lot of healing. Okay. Creation, as in creating things, being creative with what you're saying, creative with what you're doing, everything around you, giving yourself time to be creative as well, because when you're being creative in whatever way that is for you, then there's really no other time to sit and ponder about problems. You're putting all of your intention into that creative piece of work, and that helps you to manifest things too. As soon as we take our mind off of a problem, we allow a solution to become at the most forefront of our mind. Okay. We're also receiving attunements as we're listening. So just be open, say thank you, Burial, for this attunement to knowledge and wisdom and miracles in my life. I'm open to receiving now, which might be a good thing. Spiritual practices. So just being grateful, doing your best to manifest things in your life, listening to gentle music, being kind to yourself, you know, taking the salt baths that you need, making sure that you're in balance within yourself, doing a lot of reading and writing, lighting your incense, and you know, doing your sage when you're feeling a little bit cluttered up, you know, kind of feeling. Doing your sage just sort of clears everything as well. And don't feel like you're going to get something wrong. The idea is doing it. The idea is doing the practice, not and the intention behind it being a good one. That's all that you really need. And that will bring you to the manifestation as well, bringing this beautiful manifestation of things in your life by surprise sometimes. Sometimes we, as I said, don't limit yourself to what it can be. Be open to what it can be, because then we might even be surprised how it's even better than we thought. Okay, so I'm going to do the message from Bariel and the angelic realm and read this to you. This is a channeled message. Again, there's a whole lot of information on my website, all about different angels, how to connect with angels, fairies, the elemental kingdom, you know, working with automatic writing. These are all free articles on my website. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more, maybe this is a place to start. Okay, so dear ones, blessings to all of you. We stand with you as the power of many millions of angels, and the light is always supported in you. I want to talk about that just at the end. This is an interesting time for you all on the earth, as more and more of you start to become aware of the bigger picture and how you each are contributing to the changes that will begin to heal this earth, and then by change the way in which you all love and live. There are going to be times when you don't always understand the way things have been or have to be in order for such massive change in your life, but never give up on your wonderful visions for the future. You may begin to manifest more as you remove blockages and stagnant energy that could hold you back. There are darker energies who may not like the growth you are having and try to block you and your manifestations, so always be clear on that which you would like to be removed from your life and from your physical body. And also activate deeper shielding and healing techniques. There will be more taught to you all on how, but for now, don't forget to ask. Ask for things to change and for dark energy to leave you, your family, home and planet. The more of you banding together on this, the bigger the impact. Expect your life to really begin to change this month, and be open to all the opportunities and advice that present themselves. Always look for signs in number sequences, random songs, feathers, coins, highway signs, colours, repetitive phrases that you keep hearing, repetitive dreams and symbols, a sudden urge to study something, a sudden change in energy, and the way in which you're thinking as well. One small act of kindness and love can really create a ripple effect for so many people. Being kind to yourself also has great impact on those around you. Do your best and have love as your intention, and you will see the miracles unfold. With love and blessings always, Bariel and the angelic realms. Now that little thing there, he said, the light is always supported in you. Because one time I asked, how come there's so many people that are really rotten, you know, really dark, and, you know, they're out there, you know, perhaps even in the spiritual community, out there sort of, you know, conning people and, you know, taking things and doing really bad things like sending spells to people and you know, just all that sort of stuff. And I asked the angels, and I said, you know, why do some people seem to, who are really, really amazing and are really wanting to help people, why do they seem to be squashed down? And why do these people that are, you know, just horrible, they seem to keep on going up, you know? And the angel said that they support the light that is in everybody. So even if someone is doing really bad things, there's still some sort of light within them, and that's what the angels are supporting. And when they, you know, maybe they will actually feel that or ask for that to be increased or something in their life to change, and then the angels can really get to work. So no matter who you are or what you've done or what situation, it doesn't matter. None of us are perfect, and that doesn't mean that we're abandoned by them. You know, we're not abandoned by this positive energy that's out there. They are supporting our light within ourselves, And this can continue to grow for you too, okay? Try not to worry so much about maybe what other people are doing and where's this going and what's happening in the world. Instead, let's focus on what we need to do, which then creates a ripple effect that is far greater than all of that worry. I mean, that worry will create a ripple effect of worry. So we need to say to ourselves, what do we really want to see in this world? Do we really want to see everyone stressed out, angry, upset, hurt, annoyed that other people are getting there and they're not? All that kind of thing. Do we want to go through that train of thought? Or do we want to where everyone's helping each other and doing what they can and lifting each other and everyone's pleasant and smiling and happy and, working with each other and bartering with each other, and money's not so much of a big problem because everyone shares anyway? And, what do we really want to see? Because those are the things that we need to work on first within ourselves, coming into balance with ourselves, working with the wisdom energy, opening ourselves up to new opportunities. Don't say, I've got all these problems here and it's just so overwhelming and I don't know how I'm going to get my way out of it, and it's all so hard. And I've seen so many people who are very spiritual and loving and kind and have great advice for everybody else, and then when they get to their own life they find it really difficult to get past sometimes when there's a blockage in the way. So this is saying to you, look, if you're seeing all of the negatives, then it will just feel like there's nothing but negative stuff going on there. It'll just feel like it's one thing after another. And when you're in the energy of joy, this is when you can manifest things into your life. Being in that joyful energy, even when there's a crisis going on. I knew that I had to talk to you guys today, even though there's a crisis going on in my own life and I'm having this whole loss thing. But I knew that by talking to you that I would be able to give myself advice too, and help myself to lift to those next levels in my life too. And also wanting to share with you that we're going through so many changes. We're all going through different things in our life. There's always going to be something that tries to get us off of track. There's always going to be someone that pops up into our mind that is very annoying to us, and we need to just let it come up and out. We need to tell ourselves we're not going back there. All of that is finished. All of the past is gone now, and we're not going in that direction anymore. So why do we focus on it still? Unless it's for healing and letting things go and lifting us into that new direction, then that's fine. But constantly harboring over the past is damaging to you, and also doesn't allow you to see the next direction like very clearly at all. It'll feel in fact more crowded and cluttered and dense, really dense energy. So I hope that you guys will work with Bariel, the angel for the month of October, in bringing in new changes. There are going to be so much different things happening. There's going to be so many shocking things as well as we go over the years and stuff. It'll start increasing before it gets better. People will start to see all these horrible things happening around the world and start to band together, and that's where we really need to be at. And I hope that I will see you on my travels again. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen. All I have at the moment is a vision, and you guys will be there watching that unfold as it becomes a reality for me as well. To be able to bring a whole lot of people in the room together, to feel a massive attunement happening with the energies of the universe working with us all in the same room together. Like, it's just going to be mind-blowing, and how you'll be in a place of compassion and understanding for you and your growth. And also want to work with those people who are just new to all of this too, and trying to find what's right for them, and maybe a little bit confused as well. So hopefully I will meet you on our path, and we'll see what amazing things are going to start to happen for us all as we work together on working on ourselves and creating this loving energy and vibration out throughout this planet. Because I know that it seems like so many bad things are happening, but we have come so far and we have done so much in a total healing of this planet. just got a little bit more to go, and things will start to really shift for us in our life too. So I hope that you enjoyed the messages today, and I really hope you have an amazing month. Don't forget, you can always talk to me at some point, or have an attunement, or have a healing. You can see me in person if you're in Adelaide. You can come together in groups. I do a lot of personal healing. I go to your house and see you, and we have an amazing time as well. But until the next video, you can find me on Facebook. All my social media is at Divine Miracles, and I hope that you all have an awesome day and an awesome month. And until the next time, it's goodbye for now. Bye.